Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. My name is Sen Kim. I'm Sharon Rose Master, Korean who's staying in Baguio. Nice meeting you all. Our seminar should finish at 4 p.m., but it's 2:40. So I was given 1 hour, but it's up to me to speak for 1 hour and 20 minutes. Okay. So I will, before I start my lecture or my story, I will tell you or teach you how to enjoy this seminar. If you do something else, if you think about something else, you will not enjoy my story. Okay? If you listen to my story, at least we share something, right? Okay? I prepared this lecture more than a month. Okay? And to have this story, I spent 8 years here in the Philippines. Okay? So I want your attention today. Can you do that? Thank you. Okay, so do you remember my name? Okay, thank you. Okay, so any first timer today? First timer? First time guest? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, welcome to Atomy. For the first timers, it'll be first time for you to listen to our 8 steps to success. Okay, but for all time members, you heard about it, right? Is there anyone who heard about 8 steps to success? You heard about it? Do you remember the 8 steps? Can you come here and dictate the 8? Okay. Don't worry. It's okay. If you don't remember the 8 steps, I'll be talking about it one by one. Okay. This is where I grew up. Okay. Do I look like Korean? Japanese? Chinese? Okay. I'm Korean. I was born in Korea. Okay. And I grew up in Korea, but whole family, okay, immigrant to Saipan. Have you heard about Saipan? Okay, Guam, Saipan, Hawaii are part of US, okay, and it's a small island. So if you see in the map, that's Korea over there, and then we have Japan, Taiwan, okay, and Philippines. So it's West Sea of Saipan is Philippine Ocean, and East Sea of Saipan is Pacific Ocean. It's a small island, so you cannot really find Saipan in the map if you didn't stay there. Only I can find in the map, okay? So that's where I stayed. I stayed in Saipan for 15 years, okay? I went to high school and college in Saipan. So do you see the guy in red? Okay, that's me. That's my driver's license in Saipan. We can get our driver's license when you're 16 years old, okay? And that's me, wearing black. But isn't it that's just like yesterday? I look the same? Right? But that was like 15 years ago. Okay? So with Atomy product, I don't get old. Okay? And yeah, so that's Saipan. And Saipan has similar culture, just like here in the Philippines. Okay? Food, okay, and like celebration or parties, okay, weather is like really close to Philippines. Okay? So that's my background. So there are some Koreans here, but they say I can speak fluent English because I went to school, okay, in Saipan. And this is my work before, okay. I used to work in a hotel, okay, where it's located up on the mountain. Have you visited in Baguio? Did you check in the hotel? Do you expect mountain view or ocean view? There's no ocean in Baguio, right? Okay. Well, what about when you go to Cebu? Do you expect mountain view or ocean view? Okay, so when you go to Saipan, do you expect ocean view or a mountain view? Ocean view. Okay, but this hotel in Saipan was located in the mountain. Okay, so no tourists like to check in our hotel. It has 300 rooms, but nobody likes to check in. Okay, so we decided to make this hotel to an English school. Okay, so where these Korean students can come to Saipan, study English, and we also have many English camp here in the Philippines, right? Okay, just like that. We were having our students, and they're my students, okay, back in the English camp, okay? So I was the one who's hiring the teachers, okay, and where they will go this weekend, okay? I was the coordinator of the program, and I worked for that industry like around 8 years, okay? So even now, many students are calling me, okay, on Teacher's Day, okay? So that's me and my students. I stayed in Saipan for 15 years, and I really love to stay there in Saipan. Very small island, okay? Only one college, one movie theater, one big department store, okay? So can you imagine the life there? You know everyone there who stays, okay? And if I went somewhere, oh, Sen, where did you go? Kanina. Okay, 2 hours ago, I saw your car, okay? So they know where you're going, where you at, okay? And then, but there was a time that I had to come back to Korea, okay? Have you heard about this? That all the Korean guys need to serve in the military? You heard about it? Okay? If you watch K-drama, there's this couple, right? Okay? And they're so in love and the boyfriend needs to enter military, right? Okay? So, also with me. But in Korea, you have to serve 2 years in the military. Okay? Hello, are you with me? I'm talking about K-drama. K-drama, okay? Your favorite K-drama, okay? So, we have an option. Either you serve 2 years in the military or 2 years in jail. What would you choose? Will you choose military or jail? Me too. I made the same decision, okay? So I joined military for 2 years and I was a dump truck driver, okay? So because I had my license earlier in Saipan. So with that license, I was able to be a dump truck driver. And in military, my time of military, they're not allowing us to use smartphone, okay? So only on the last day for our remembrance, they allow us to take picture. And this is picture taken during my last day of service. Okay, so that's when I had to come back to Korea after 15 years of staying in Saipan. Okay, so after that, I was thinking of going back to Saipan to get a job or stay in Korea, okay? But I was invited to the Philippines, okay? I had invited to the Philippines and that was 2017. I finished my service in February 2017 and I came here in the Philippines March, the next month. March 2017 and I became the part of CAP group member and I was the last Korean who joined the team of CAP group. Okay, so now I'll be talking about these 8 steps to success and for the new members, maybe you're not so familiar with this, but I'll go over it one by one. Okay, so can you read this together with me? Number 1, dream and goal setting. Dream and goal setting is important. Now you listen to the lectures of our product and marketing, right? Okay. So if you really think that this is some business that you could work for, and before anything else, you have to set your dreams, okay? And you have to set your goal before starting the business, okay? Number 2. Okay, number 2 again. Okay, so after you set your dream and goal, okay, even like there are many people who's dreaming. Okay, and I learned this term here in the Philippines. Sana, right? Sana or sana, di ba? Sana is dream, di ba? Goal. Okay, you're thinking about your dreams, but if you're not committed, you cannot make that dream as yours. Okay, so when you have your dream or goal set, then you have to have the strong commitment or determination that you really work for it. Okay, so it's a little different. Okay, sana. Okay, so number 1 is sana. Number 2, you have to have the gigil. Okay, you have to really work for it. So number 1 and 2 can be called as preparation. Okay, you need to have that mindset, attitude ready before you start this. Okay, and number 3, can you read? Name list. Okay, for me, as a foreigner, okay, when I came here in 2017, I didn't know anyone. Okay, so I really had no name list. So wherever they asked me to go with them, I follow them. Okay, but with you, what about you? You have many neighbors and relatives, right? Siblings and friends. Okay, those can be your name list, names of your prospects. Some members are telling me, Sir Sen, I don't have any members. Then you're lying. You know why? Because how many Facebook friends do you have? I know you have more than 1,000, 2,000, right? What about in your smartphone? How many contacts do you have? I know you have more than 200, 300 contacts, right? They can be your prospects here in Atomy because we're dealing daily necessities, okay? So do you have your prospects? Can you list them up? Okay. Why mahina? You're not committed? Okay. You listen to my story and see if you'll be committed or not, okay? Number 4, can you read together? Okay, invitation. So, what's the meaning of setting a goal, but you're not committed to work out with the dreams, right? Okay, it's useless. Same thing. What's the use of having the name list when you will be not inviting them? Okay? So when you list down the names, then now you have to make a call, make a text, okay, or visit them in person to invite them to come and see you or come and talk to your sponsors. Okay? That's number 4, invitation. And can you read number 5? Okay, show the plans, okay? It's another word of meeting, okay, here in Atomy, but you have to show them, okay, what's the plan? Because also with me, number 5, when I do number 5, in the early days, I only talked about products, okay? I talk about, okay, toothbrush, toothpaste, okay, probiotics, shampoo. I talk about this, and if I have show the plan with products only, after the show the plan, the best scenario is I will only have consumers. Because I'm only talking about products, right? Okay? So what can you expect your invites to do? They will not be interested in business because you didn't make any offer. Okay? So it's important, when you do the show the plan, it's important for you to talk about company, product, marketing, but you have to show your vision. Okay? Why are you doing this? Why am I doing this? So that's the show the plan. So a little bit different with the term meeting. Okay? And number 6, can you read together? I'm very makulit. Number 6 again? Follow up. Okay. So I have showed a plan meeting with my prospects. Okay. After that, I forget about them. Okay. I don't contact them anymore. I forget about them. And I have another meeting with new members. If you do that, people come, people go, another people come, another people go, right? Your team will not grow. So it's important, after having that one meeting or one show the plan, it's important for you to follow up, okay? You call them again. If they bought toothpaste, how did you try the toothpaste? How is it? Okay? Within 24 hours or 48 hours, you have to follow up. So you will hear their feedbacks, okay? And Atomy is a network marketing company, okay? Who loves network marketing here? Only Sir SP or some here, okay? So if you don't have good experience in network marketing or MLM, okay, you will not fall in love, right, with network marketing businesses. But here, it's important because after you having one meeting with your partners, they're now interested to join the business, okay? But when they go home, their husband or their wife will be telling them you're crazy again, okay? You're joining MLM network marketing again, right? In that case, you have to call them up, okay? What did your husband tell you? Okay? Did he ask you to stop? Then you have to convince the person back again. Okay? Because that person is interested, right? So if you fail to do the follow-up, don't expect they will not come back and do the business with you. Okay? So number 3 until number 6 can be action and practice. Okay? So if you are prepared, it's important for you to be prepared doing number 1 and 2, but if you don't put that to an action, okay, don't expect any result. Okay, so can you read number 7 together? Okay, consultation. Doing this business, not only for Atomy, okay, if you have a job, okay, outside, if you own your own business, you will still have different struggles, right? Different concerns. And you get to talk to your coworkers or talk to your supervisor, manager, or your employees, okay? That can be counted as or called as a consultation. And same thing here in Atomy, okay? I'm experienced member here in Atomy, so I can give my consultation to my partners. Also with me, I have my sponsors, okay? So whenever I'm having some concerns, worries, okay, problems, I could talk to them. But it's important, when you're consulting to your sponsor, okay? Is there anyone who has consultation with your sponsor? Do you ask advice from your sponsor, or you don't want others to comment you? You don't want to be commented? That's why you don't ask for advice, okay? If you're not accepting me, I'm the person, I don't want to be commented, okay? So I do my best for me not to be commented, okay? But it's wiser for you to ask for advice, okay? It's not a negative way, right, okay? But when you're asking for consultation, I don't want you to sound like you're complaining. You know what, okay? You know what? What's our situation here? Okay? You don't have to talk about it, right? That's not a consultation. You're just complaining. Blaming is not consultation. Okay? Number 8, can you read it together? Okay, this is important. One more time. Duplication. So here, I have my members in Baguio and Kalinga. Okay? And I'm growing my group here in Manila. Okay? So if I have these 3 cities, okay, then all of the places, they ask me to stay with them in Kalinga, in Baguio, and in Manila. Okay, but I have one body, right? Even if I'm big, I have only one body. Okay, so I cannot separate my body. Okay, if I'm staying here, I'm not there in Baguio. Okay, they were asking me, why are you not here? Because I'm not there. Okay, so it's like that. When I'm here in Manila, I cannot be in Baguio or Kalinga, right? So duplication is really important. Okay, I'm from Korea, grew up in Saipan. Okay, so maybe one day, okay, and I'm single, right? So I don't have family here. So one day I could go back to Korea, right? In that day, okay, I better have my duplication here in the Philippines. Or else, my effort, my 8 years stay here will be wasted if I don't make my duplication. Who has your duplication here? Do you have good duplication here? Not yet? Okay, that's the last step anyways, okay? So we have to duplicate ourselves, okay? Better if they're better than you, right? Okay, so these are the 8 steps. And number 7 and number 8, that's already a step for success. Okay, so you do the preparation, action, and practice. And number 7 and 8, now you will enjoy your success. That's the 8 steps to success. Okay. Thank you. And did you know earlier, I was sitting down here in front. When nobody was listening to the video, I had a feeling nobody's listening to the video, okay? But I clapped, and everyone clapped. Okay? So did you know that if one clap from the audience, everyone will clap? Okay? Okay, now you know you're familiar with 8 steps to success, okay? So I will talk about my 8 steps to success, okay? So number 1 and 2, dream and goal setting. And number 2, determination and commitment. I told you of this is really important, but for me, I didn't really have my dream or goals here, okay? After I finished my military service, I was invited to come here in the Philippines, okay? And I didn't know what Atomy is all about, okay? But I just joined the business. And because I can speak in English, and this is Korean company, I'm Korean, so I was just interested to start, okay? But it's not that I had a clear goals or dreams, okay? So I just became an interpreter, okay? Do I look familiar on stage, okay? That I was interpreting our guest speakers from Korea, okay? So if you see the first picture, that's our sponsor, Imperial Master Sung-il Kim, okay? He became, okay, 3rd Imperial Master, right? Okay? And when he visited here in the Philippines, I became his interpreter, okay? And the second picture down is our CGA, okay? Chief Global Advisor, Sir Danny Kim. Okay, and that picture was taken in Jeju Island. Okay, I was Diamond Master then, but Ma'am Abby discussed that you will be invited to Jeju Island. Do you know where Jeju Island is? Okay, if Philippines has Palawan, Korea has Jeju Island. Okay, so like that. Okay, it's a tourist spot. Okay, so Jeju Island, but I was Diamond Master. But I was so happy when Sir Eric, our country manager, called me. Sir Sen, you just come join as an interpreter. Okay, I will include you. Okay, so I became a part of the Sharon Rose Master Tour. Okay, and what about the last picture on the right side? That's our chairman. Okay, Han-gil Park, when he came here in the Philippines. Okay, you know why I'm not nervous? Because that time we had around 3,000 to 4,000 audience. Okay, I spoke in front of them. I was nervous then, but today mas konti, so I'm not nervous. Okay, so that was Success Academy in the Philippines. Okay, so I didn't have any clear dream, but I was just thinking being an interpreter is okay. Anyways, I'm learning from the founder, I'm learning from the leaders, and after that kind of seminar, some members are messaging me, Sir Sen, I'm interested to join you in your team. Okay, so I accommodate them, but sometimes I fail to do the follow-up, so I miss them a lot. So number 3 and number 4, name list. As I told you in the beginning, I'm foreigner, so I don't have any prospects here. Okay, I came here all alone, and I had to ask my members, Ma'am, do you know anyone around you? Okay, can you visit your neighbor's place? Okay, do you know anyone in the market? So I went around with them. Okay, so those are the pictures of my partners, my left and right. They're all here in the Philippines. Okay, so I went around with them. Okay, and number 4, same, invitation. Okay, so like when you go out to see them, Okay, I talk to them and they're now interested about products. I need to invite them to the seminar. Okay, I'm not really telling my members or suggesting my members to discuss marketing plan outside, right? It's better for you to invite them to the center, okay, to your office and discuss the marketing plan will be better. And the picture of there on the right side, okay, I still wear the face shield. Do you remember that? You missed that? No, you don't miss the face mask and face shield? Okay, so during time of pandemic, I even went to Dumaguete. Okay, I went, I had to get this RT-PCR test, okay, and had to get this travel pass, okay, and we traveled to Dumaguete, and that's my sponsor, Sharon Rose Master, Sir Gian, okay, and the picture down, do you see the tricycle over there? One time, I was invited to a resort, okay, do you have any member of you who's resort owner? Do you have resort owner? Oh yes, Ma'am Abby has resort owner member. Okay, I also really wanted to have resort owner. Okay, as my member, and then I was invited to Sampavian. Okay, Pangasinan. So I went there. Okay, my member said, Sir Sen, if you come, I will introduce you to the owner of the resort. Okay, so I was wearing my summer suit. Okay, so I was prepared to discuss, and I brought a lot of product with me because resort owner, syempre, I will sell all the product, right? So I prepared Medicook and everything. Okay, I was so excited, but I didn't have my car. So we rode the tricycle. And then the problem is, the tricycle got stuck in the sand. Okay, so the driver asked me, Sir, Koreano, you go down and then push. Okay. So we get to the resort. The problem was, the resort is there, but it's not being operated for 6 months. So it was a fake news. Okay. I went there to see the owner of the resort. Resort was there, but owner was not around for 6 months. Okay? So I was like almost crying. I was teary-eyed. Okay? I'm with this suit, pushing the tricycle. I have all this product. I'm not planning to bring back any products. Okay? I wanted to throw all the boxes and come back, right? Light hand with cash only. Okay? But I went there and there's no owner. There was a resort, no owner. Okay? So it's good, Mama B, you have resort owner partner, but with me, I was not able to see that person, okay? But I was happy. On the way back, the tricycle got stuck again. So I know I get down and I push, okay? And there was this Coast Guard who came to help us, okay, to push the tricycle together. Oh, you're a foreigner and you're pushing tricycle here? What are you doing like that? Okay, so they helped me, and I was like really desperate to discuss Atomy product, and I was happy because it was their payday. Okay, so I was able to sell all the product. Okay. So also with me, now you see me on stage, okay, under the aircon with the electric fan, but I also had a time that I was pushing tricycle, okay. So number 5 and number 6, show the plan and follow up. Show the plan, another word is a meeting, right? Okay. But in the beginning, I always talk about product. I get to have consumers only. Okay. But I learned how to do it. So this is the meetings that I had with my partners. Okay. That's in Baguio Cup Center and in Kalinga Cup Center. Okay. Also here in PUC, I have a picture of Ma'am Dayan and Ma'am Rose here. Okay. So I was having these meetings with my partners. Okay. And after that, I do the follow up. Okay, what's the use of having meeting again and again to the new members only, but you're not having any business partner that you have? Okay, here, business partners. Who are business partners here? Sir Jose, of course, business partner. Okay, consumers only. Consumer only? Why, ma'am, you don't like to earn commission? Okay, we can do consumers and business partner at the same time, right? Okay, so ma'am, please approach your sponsor and ask about the business. Okay, so here, once again, I really like to emphasize, if you talk about product, you will end up having consumers. Okay, but if you talk about business, that's when you have business partners and consumers together. Okay, so if you are still after selling, of course, Atomy products are sellable, but you're not selling them with margin anyways, right? We're earning from the points, so it'll be too difficult for you to stay only with consumers. You will end up delivering all the product, assisting, and having one commission at a time, right? Okay, so I want you to do STPs with business offer and do the close follow-up. So consultation and duplication. Now, this is meetings of my partners, okay? They're the speakers. My members, okay, invite their own members. They do their own discussions. Okay, in time, there are times that members will come to me and say, tell their struggles, okay? They're saying it's very hard to invite. They're saying it's not easy to sell the products, okay? So in that case, I have to make my advice, okay? I have to make consultation, but once again, this is like part of duplication already, okay? My members are holding their own meetings, means that sometimes, okay, I know I'm not ready to go back to Korea and stay there for good, but sometimes I'm having my vacation in Korea once a year. Okay? Do you want to receive when you're having vacation? Do you want to receive commission? Do you like paid vacation? Unpaid vacation. Paid, unpaid. With pay? Okay? So here in Atomy, if you set group of consumers or business partners, okay, they'll be brushing their teeth even if you're on vacation, of course, right? Okay? I ask my members, Mom, did you brush this morning? Syempre. Okay? And then, did you think about me when you brushed this morning? No, why would I think about you? Okay? So they're using the product not because of you, because of the benefit of the products. Isn't it amazing? Okay? So you can connect as many as possible. It's unlimited, infinite anyways. So connect them as many as possible and you'll be earning points from their consumption. Okay? So that's what we need to work for here, for our passive income. So they're my partners, okay, having their own meetings. Okay? So this time, I'm not really involved in the meetings, okay? I let them discuss on their own. There are parts that I want to involve, but I don't disturb them because they also have their own way and many parts, especially talking about product, they have better testimonies, okay? I'm 35 years old, okay? So I don't have much health concern, right? Okay? I don't really have much wrinkle, right? Okay, so using cosmetics, health supplement, I think you have better testimony, okay? So you could share them with your partners. Okay. Spot the mistake here. What's wrong here in this picture on the left? You cannot spot the mistake? Okay? When you're using peel-off mask, you should not put here on this part. Who tried to use the fill-up mask here? You know what happened if you put it there? You cannot close your eyes. It's my first time using my fill-up mask. And then my other brothers at the back, they didn't put it here, right? But I wanted to really put it everywhere, okay? So I even put it here, and it was difficult for me to close my eyes, okay? So that's my picture in like long time ago, okay? So I was a consumer who doesn't even know how to use the product, okay? I became a member of Atomy 2013 or 14, okay? So I became a member like 10 years ago. For 3 years, I was a consumer, okay? Some members were raising your hand. Sir, you can take picture, but please don't post, okay? You can take picture, don't post. This is top secret, okay? I only share with you here, okay? So I was a consumer for 3 years, okay? And I was not really confident, okay, sharing about these products. 10 years ago, now I'm 35, so 10 years ago, I was 25 years old, okay? 25 years old guy discussed detergent, cosmetics, and this kind of products to the housewives. I was not so confident, okay? But when I came here, invited to the Philippines, that's when I really had to do this. So 2017, I became a business partner and I achieved my sales master and diamond master. Okay? Thank you. But 2019, early 2019, I got a call from my mom, okay, that my father is in the hospital now, okay? They didn't tell me for over how many months, okay? He found cancer in his body, blood cancer, and it was already last stage. Okay, so the doctor confirmed he cannot live that long. Okay, so my mom was telling me, Sen, I regret if I not tell you. Okay, so I think you need to come home. Okay, so I really left everything and I really had to go back to Korea, right? Okay, but and then I didn't expect that I'll be staying that long in Korea because the doctor confirmed maybe less than 3 months. But I stayed in Korea for 10 months. Okay, but I don't regret. Okay, giving my best. care to my father on his last moment, right? Okay. So I did my best to take care of him. Okay. So we share, because I was in Saipan for 15 years. I stayed alone in Saipan. So I didn't really have time that I shared with my parents and family. So I was happy with the 10 months. Okay. It's like giving care. So I became a caregiver for that 1 year. But what happened? For that 1 year, first months, I was receiving commission still. Okay. But my group of consumers were there, but I was the only business partners and or other members or consumers. So they message me every day. Sir Sen, we miss you. We are waiting for you. Mom, don't wait. You work. You grow your team. Don't wait for me. Okay. My father's still alive, so go ahead and work. Okay, grow your team. No, we will wait for you. And then second month, no commission. Third month, no commission. So for the 10 months, okay, my hard work of 1 year disappear. Okay. Because I had to stay. I cannot leave my dad and come back to the Philippines, right? Okay, so I really had to stay. And for that 1 year of staying in Korea, I'm not receiving any points, okay, from my partners. They literally waited for me, okay? So I was really thinking, December 2019 was the funeral of my father. And then I really had to think, should I go back to the Philippines and do that again, push the tricycle again? Or better to stay in Korea with my mom, okay? I'm the eldest son. I have my younger brother. Okay, but eldest son has that bigger responsibility, right? Okay, and then I was thinking, I think I have to stay with my mom and take care of my brother because father's not around. Okay, but I remember I left all my things in the Philippines. Okay, because I don't have time to pack my things, right? When you get a call, okay, you have to fly right away. So I had to come back to the Philippines to pack my things, and I came back January 2020. And then what happened then? I was packing my things. I was ready to go back to Korea. Okay. Okay. Bye-bye for now, Atomy. Okay. I was planning to go back. Okay. But no flight going home. Okay. No flight going home. Not even going home. You're not allowed to go to the market every day, right? Every other day, you have to get this market pass. Okay. It's my first time to visit the barangay hall, standing on the line. Okay. Waiting for the pass. Okay. MWF, TWH, right? Okay. Like you're only allowed to go out every other day. So I have no option because no flight. Okay, so I really had to stay. Okay, gaining more weight. Okay, and then what's this? Okay, where am I? Okay, what am I doing here? How are you? Okay, during pandemic, everyone, you went through that time, right? Okay, so that was year 2020 until 2022. Okay, I really had a hard time. I miss home. I told them I will come back right away, and then there's no flight. Okay, so after that, January 2023. I still was able to gather some consumers, okay? And I was barely maintaining my auto semi-sales master. Ma'am, Abby discussed this earlier. If you have 1.5 million sales, then you will have income of 40,000 pesos a month, okay? Is that wow? Okay, I waited 3 years. If I get a job in Korea, I could get a better paid job, right? Okay, I waited 3 years. Okay, waiting for the pandemics to end, and the income I was having is 40,000 pesos. Okay, my rent is 20,000. Okay, how much do you think I'm eating? I'm eating a lot. Okay, so another 20 is my food. Okay, 20 is rent, and then you eat and sleep. You spend 40,000 already. Okay, maintaining semi-sales master was not enough. Okay. And I had to earn more, okay? I decided to come here in the Philippines, left my family back in Korea, so I have to achieve success, right? Okay, to prove them. But, so January 2023, for 1 year, December 2023, I did my best, okay? I will not leave any regrets, okay? And I was able to have this pin, okay? So, that's the pinning, okay? On the right side, Sir Eric, okay, gave me this pin. This is what you call auto sales master pin. If you maintain sales master above mastership for last 1 year, you'll be given this pin. So it means that you're having kind of stable income here, right? I cannot say if it's enough amount, but you're having your income stably the last 12 months, okay? So the leaders who's sitting down here with this pin means they're earning stable here. But on your way out, you will see other pin. There's auto sales master pin is not there. You will see leaders club, okay, lower leaders, crown leaders, bigger size of pin means that you're earning bigger amount of commission last 1 year, okay? So I hope everyone here joining this seminar to have that big pin, Do you want to have the pin? So, Ma'am Esther, the admin from head office, told me that's the proudest face of Sir Eric. He's making that proud face. Okay, this is my guy like that. Okay, so also happy to receive that pin, and that's the proof of my hard work the last one previous year. So go back to the 8 steps to success. Okay, I missed out. I admit. Okay, I didn't have my dream. I didn't have any goal. Okay, and because I don't have any dream or goals, so I didn't have any determination or commitment. Okay, I have nothing to commit to. Okay, so I was only focusing on action, practice, and work for my success. Name list of my partners, invite them, meeting, follow-up, okay, consultation, and duplication. That's all I did, but I realized something. There was a time that I really need to go back to number 1 and 2, okay? So with you, I don't want you to commit the same mistake, okay? I want you to set your dreams and goals first, and be committed and be determined first before starting this, because, or else you will go back to number 1 like me, okay? So last December, I had to go back to number 1 and 2. I had my Sharon Rose Master Challenge, okay? I have my sponsor who's telling everyone, I'll become Royal Master within this year, okay? And I was thinking, how can he be Royal Master? I was not really like giving him any support, okay? But that him telling me every time that I'll become Star Master, I'll become Royal Master, gave me kind of idea that I need to prepare for my Sharon Rose Master, okay? But there was a December challenge, okay? But he was not able to run for Star Master. But I was thinking myself, okay, it doesn't mean my sponsor is adjusting his challenge. It doesn't mean that I don't have to challenge, right? Okay, so I prepared for my challenge and I was able to achieve Sharon Rose Master. That's why I'm standing here, okay, as a speaker. Sales Master, Diamond Master, I was really working diligently, okay? But Sharon Rose Master, it was a little different, okay? Maybe all other Sharon Rose Master here feel the same, that you really have to be committed, okay? That your sponsor, Star Master or Royal Master sponsor cannot help you with like much things because there are too many partners. You really have to be committed and you really have to have clear goal for you to achieve. That's when you can finally become Sharon Rose Master. So I had to go back to number 1 and 2 to do the goal settings and commitment. Okay. I know if you're not understanding the marketing plan, my story is kind of boring, but I'll tell you. Marites here, Marites. You like Marites? This is the actual challenge picture that when I'm running for Sharon Rose Master, I have 4 Diamond Masters, right? Okay, and then 1 Diamond Master need to have 4 Sage Masters. So it means if you see on the right side, in 15 days, Sharon Rose Masters will have income of 250,000 pesos. Okay, but with my cash incentive, I think I received more than 300,000 pesos in 15 days. Do you want to have that income? 300,000 in 15 days? Kulang? Enough. Okay, and 4 Diamond Masters will have 100,000 pesos of income. You like 100? 250 is better, right? Okay. And then 12 Sales Masters will have 40,000 pesos in 15 days, 18 Semi-Sales Master. You could possibly challenge and plan for your challenge with 18 Semi-Sales Master. And many members under them will be receiving commissions. Okay? That's the big challenge of Sharon Rose Master. But do you see that the yellow thingy there? Do you see the yellow? Can you recognize what it is? What it is? The yellow. Macaroni. You like macaroni? Me too. I loved macaroni before, but I made my challenge December 16 to 31 last year. It's a Christmas season, right? Okay. I had my member meeting with my Diamond Masters, okay? Mom, I'm running for Sharon Rose Master. I want you to be my Diamond Master. Call your Sales Master for the meeting. And I talked to the Sales Masters. Mom, they'll run Diamond Master. I will run for Sharon Rose Master. I want you to be Sales Master. Okay. And they had their Semi-Sales Master. Okay. And then the Semi-Sales Master Challenger who promised went home and then talked to their neighbors. Okay, mom, diba, you asked me you'll buy Medicook set, okay, some products from me. No, mom, I cannot because I need to buy macaroni for this Christmas. Oh, really? Okay. And then she came to the sales master challenger. Mom, my member will buy macaroni. I cannot become semi-sales master. And the sales master went to tell Diamond Master, Mom, I don't think I can make it sales master because my member's member will buy macaroni. And then where did I learn that from? From my Diamond Master challenger. Sir, we have a problem. Why? Because of macaroni. After that challenge, I don't eat macaroni. Do you still like macaroni? I don't like. But we still made it, okay, to the challenge. So that macaroni, it's a symbol, okay? So it's a symbol, okay, that we have many other things, many other reasons, okay? Because of this, because of that, okay? That reason can be stopping you not to do the challenge this time. But that can be your encouragement. For me to buy more macaroni next year, I have to do the challenge, okay? That can be your encouragement, okay? So it's not about the situation, it's about how you take the situation, okay? So that's the macaroni story. And maybe if you're listening to this lecture, okay, I'm sorry mentioning about your story. And I made it, okay, to SRMㅅOne Master. That was December last year, my challenge. And I had my promotion in February, Success Academy. And that's my sponsor on the left side. Thank you. Sir Jian. And I had my promotion in the center also. That's Royal Master, Ma'am Claire Yun. And she'll be the speaker for this Success Academy. Okay, she's Royal Master and she's my mentor and she's the one who's giving us this guideline. So I really want you to join and learn from her, this Success Academy. Okay. So SRMㅅOne Master Incentive, you'll be given 80,000 pesos cash. Okay, spot cash. And then 2 travel tickets. So I was given 2 travel tickets. I'm staying here in the Philippines, but I'm member of Atomy Korea. Okay, so Korean members are going to Vietnam for tour, okay? Da Nang, Vietnam, okay? For Filipino members, okay, you'll be invited to Jeju Island, right? But for Koreans, we'll be invited to Vietnam. But starting this year, company changed, not Vietnam, but in the Philippines. Cebu. I've been to Cebu many times. I'm staying here 8 years, right? Okay? I've been to Cebu many times, okay? And then Sir Eric asked me, okay, Sir Sen, since you're a member of Atomy Korea, you could join the Korea tour of Atomy Korea and visit Cebu. Ayoko. Or, because you're doing your business here in the Philippines, we could possibly include you in Philippine and you could go to Korea. I'm Korean. I've been to Jeju Island many times. Where will you choose? Will you go to Palawan? Huh? No. So, me too, it was a big dilemma. Oh, why are you having this kind of challenge? I decided Cebu, okay, because I stayed here 8 years. I was inviting my mom to come and see me, but she's kind of a very strong mom. No, if you're not settled, don't call me for the tour. You don't have your place, okay? You don't have your car. Where will you bring me if I come to the Philippines, right? When I became SRMㅅOne Master, that's when I call her. Mom, let's go to Cebu, okay? And she joined me. So yeah, these 2 tickets, Cebu or Jeju Island. I'm happy for you because you'll go to Jeju Island, okay? I hope you will not join Cebu, huh? I went to Cebu. So this was the tour. It was a Mactan Cebu, okay, that we stayed in the 5-star hotel, Dusit Thani Hotel, and he looked familiar, right? Okay, my uncle Leo Quebranza, okay, our Atomy member in Cebu, he came to me and picked me up in the airport. Okay, that's one thing doing Atomy business that you tend to meet. Okay, we have Sir SP, Sir Jang Muno. Okay, we have these like familiar faces everywhere, right? Okay, so you can call them up, you can message them, I'm coming, and they're so accommodating. He came to patch me in the airport. Okay, so that's the 5-star hotel room. And then my mom arrived. It was her first time, came to the Philippines, Okay, she really enjoyed. Okay, it's her first time after 40 years that she play ping pong with me. Okay, she enjoyed the local food also. And she really loves swimming. She doesn't know how to swim, but she likes to play in the pool. So she asked me in the evening to go and swim again. And these pictures, 2 pictures down, Atomy prepared the family dinner. Okay, family dinner. They have this whole tuna. Okay, whole lechon baboy. You like lechon baboy? Lechon baka. Okay, they have everything prepared, and they have this sharing time. Okay, so like some families are crying, oh mom, I love you, like that, diba? That kind of moment. But I was the last one to speak. Okay, we have 60 members who joined this seminar, and I was the last one to speak. And then all of them were thinking, my mom is the Sharon Rose Master, and I'm her invite. Okay, because most of the times, other families, the moms are the one. Okay, doing Atomy business, and they invite their son or daughter to join their tour, right? So until the last day, they thought, I'm the kasama and my mom is the Sharon Rose. Okay, but when we gave out speech, okay, they were surprised. I'm the Sharon Rose Master, and I invited my mom. Okay. I was happy because whenever I talk about Atomy to my mom, okay, I believe that she could do better with this business, better than me, okay? But she was not really interested with business. Of course, she's using products, but I thought she's really against to Atomy, okay? But I saw her talking to other family mothers, okay? She said she's so proud of me, okay? And I was teary-eyed. In front of me, she will not tell me, hey, you network, MLM, like that. But to the other families, you know, my son is like this. He's the interpreter of CEO. Okay, he's like this, he's like this. Oh, she's so... And then I like to listen to the story, okay? And I was so happy. One of the reasons why I chose Cebu, because I really wanted to invite my mom to Baguio, okay? Because I stayed in Baguio. And now there's no domestic flight from Baguio to Cebu, okay? But until that month we had, okay? So from Cebu, after the tour, other families went back to Korea, but I invited my mom to Baguio with plane, okay? So we arrived in Loacan and we went to some tourist spot. And then I had dinner with my sponsors and my brothers, okay, here. And I don't play golf, okay, but I brought her to the golf course. It's nice to take picture, right? Okay. And I had dinner with my partners, okay? My mom told me, Sen, you prepare dinner, you treat members your dinner, okay? When I go back to Korea, I will send you money. Until now, she's not talking about that. I don't want to ask, right? And then I drove her to Clark, okay? And she went back to Korea. So she really enjoyed the tour. And then staying 15 years in Saipan, 2 years in the military, 8 years here in the Philippines. That's 25 years, right? Okay? I was not able to give my time to my parents. And my father passed away. Okay? So I was so happy with doing this Atomy business. I was able to invite my mom and I became the proud son. Okay? So isn't it grateful to have this kind of business? Okay? So that tour that I showed you, okay? So this is not my picture, okay? So do you want to stay in the house in the picture? Or do you already stay in that kind of house? Who has that kind of big house? Please invite me for dinner. And do you want to have that fine dining? Okay, healthy food, okay? You know what happened to this Tommy? I stayed alone, I'm staying alone, and I don't have kitchen in my place. So I always order Food Panda. Always. 3 times a day I order Food Panda. Okay? Then your tummy gets bigger. I want healthy food. I miss my mom's food. Okay? And what about having family trouble once a year? Once a year here in the Philippines, once a year in other country. Do you like that? Okay? What about the laughter? Okay? Sitting down in the couch, laugh. Okay? And what about my dream is to have that kind of dress room. Do you have dress room at home? No, not the room that you just throw your clothes, okay? Well-arranged dress room, okay? And what kind of having that Mercedes? Who drive Mercedes here already? Okay? Yeah, having that Mercedes, okay? So this is the dream life that most of us are dreaming for, right? Okay? And how much do you want? Okay, and how much do you need for you to have that kind of life? Okay, for you to be the proud son, proud father, proud mother, okay, proud daughter. Okay, how much do you need and how much do you want? This is the incentives of Atomy. Okay, from Star Master here, okay, and Royal Master, Crown Master, and Imperial Master, we will have that forklift. Okay, do you want forklift with 500 pesos? 1,000? Okay, 1,000 is better, okay? So that's the incentive that we can enjoy. We're talking about Imperial Master, but on our journey to Imperial Master, there are many incentives like this, okay? And I already show you my Sharon Rose Master incentive that I enjoyed in Cebu, okay? But do you know where we're going if you become Star Master? Saipan. Where I grew up? Saipan. I stayed in Saipan 15 years. If I become Star Master, I'll go to Saipan. But Royal Master will be some other country, right? Okay. So, how much do you want? Okay. And how much do you need? Okay. I want you to think about that. Okay. Joining this business, dealing with this good product, okay, like Ma'am Tan was explaining, and with this generous marketing plan, we can enjoy these incentives. Okay. Here, and then I was thinking, when I given these 2 tickets to Cebu, I was thinking not to join because I'm too busy, okay? But I got this letter from our CEO that you'll be given this letter. Sharon Rose Master, we're so proud of you and we want you to rest and spend your family with your family, time with your family. You get that kind of letter, right? Okay? So I'm forced to have vacation. So here, you're given 2 tickets, 4 tickets like that will be shared with your direct families. So companies are also minding about your family, your time with your family. So I really want you to join this business and work it out. After my Sharon Rose Master Challenge, I bought a car. Okay? And that's one thing I write in my life scenario. Okay? Do you already want a car? I didn't have. Okay? So I had to push the tricycle. Okay? But now I bought this car and that's one of my life scenario and that happened. That came true. There was a power. Thank you. There is a power in writing. Okay? If you write that down, I know you're all thinking about it, right? Okay? But you have to write that down in life scenario. It's only 60 pesos. We're selling that here. Okay? I want you to get one booklet and write that down. Okay? What kind of house that you like to stay? What kind of car you like to drive? Which country you like to travel with your families? I want you to write that down and you can achieve one by one. Okay? I want everyone to read that together. The Henry Ford. Whether you think... Okay, so if you today listen to this, oh, sana or he's Sharon Rose Master, he'll go to Saipan daw if he becomes Star Master. Okay, listening to this, sana or, okay, you're thinking that you cannot, then you really cannot. Okay, but I'm not cursing you here, okay? But if you think you can, okay, I'll join this business, I will set my dreams and goals, I'll write them down in my life scenario and I'll achieve it one day, then everyone here, you can achieve that dream. Can you do that? Okay, so until we get to the last day, okay, the graduation here in Atomy, I want you to fake yourself, okay? I'll end with this, okay, that everyone is lying, okay? That every 7 minutes, we're lying. Do you lie every day? Oh, you say no because you're lying now. Okay, every 7 minutes, we're lying, okay? You don't have to fake others, okay? Fake yourself. You're living in that dream life, okay? You're driving that car already, okay? You're staying in that house already. You're in that country that you want to travel for. I want you to live in the dream life, okay? Fake yourself until you make it. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Sharon Rose Master, Mr. Sen Kim.